In every race, there are hybrid beings who exist between two realms, humanity and beast. Some are called monsters, some are guardians, and others are gods. But they all share one common trait. They are a fusion of intelligence and power. Are you familiar with each of these beings? Not all human hybrids are beautiful sirens of the sea. Some are far more terrifying. Among the strangest and most unsettling of these creatures are human spider hybrids, beings that blend human intelligence with the eerie, predatory traits of arachnids. Found in folklore across different cultures, these creatures are often associated with deception, transformation, and supernatural abilities. Unlike mermaids or centaurs, spider hybrids tend to be portrayed as tricksters, lurking in the shadows and weaving both literal and metaphorical webs around their victims. Their appearance varies depending on the myth, but most depictions feature a fusion of a human torso with the body or limbs of a spider. Some, like the Joragumo of Japanese folklore, are shapeshifters that appear as beautiful women but reveal monstrous spider legs or fangs when they attack. In Greek mythology, Arachne, a mortal woman cursed by Athena, was transformed into the first spider, often depicted as a half-human, half-arachnid creature. Some legends describe these hybrids as having the upper body of a person with multiple spider-like limbs protruding from their backs, while others give them the full body of a spider with only a human face or torso emerging from the front. Their eyes are sometimes said to be black and reflective, resembling those of real spiders, and their fingers may be elongated and claw-like, capable of spinning silk. Similar hybrids exist in various cultures, blending human traits with other insects or arachnids. The Anansi stories of West African folklore tell of a cunning trickster god who often takes the form of a spider or a man with spider-like features. In South American legends, there are tales of spider spirits that weave powerful illusions. Other hybrid creatures include the Tikbalang of Filipino folklore, a half-human, half-horse trickster spirit, and the Nukkalavi of Scottish mythology, a centaur-like being with grotesque, monstrous traits. These hybrids all share a connection to transformation, cunning, and supernatural powers. Spider-human hybrids possess abilities that far exceed human limits. Many are skilled at weaving magical webs that can trap enemies or create illusions. Some, like the Joragumo, can control real spiders using them as spies or weapons. Others have venomous bites or the ability to climb walls with unnatural ease. Some myths even claim that these beings can regenerate lost limbs, much like real spiders. Unlike humans, they often have heightened senses, detecting vibrations in the air like a spider's web, allowing them to sense movement and danger before it happens. These abilities, combined with their deceptive nature, make them some of the most feared and fascinating hybrids in mythology. Some creatures exist in the space between human and beast, embodying both the wisdom of mankind and the primal power of nature. Among these hybrids, few are as striking as those that combine the form of a human with the body of a serpent. These beings appear in myths across the world, often associated with knowledge, mystery, and danger. Known by different names in different cultures, they share a distinct form: a human upper half, torso, arms, and head, seamlessly merging into a long, sinuous serpent's tail instead of legs. One of the most well-known serpent-human hybrids is the Naga from Hindu and Buddhist traditions. Nagas are often depicted as having the upper body of a human, complete with expressive faces and detailed clothing, while their lower half extends into a powerful snake's tail covered in shimmering scales. Some versions depict them with multiple serpent heads rising behind them, reinforcing their divine or fearsome nature. Similarly, Greek mythology introduces Echidna, a half-woman, half-serpent creature considered the mother of many monsters. In Chinese legends, the white snake or Madame Bai is another example, a beautiful woman who can shift between human form and a more snake-like appearance, depending on her emotions or surroundings. Serpent hybrids possess abilities beyond those of ordinary humans. Many have heightened senses, particularly in detecting movement or sensing danger, much like real snakes. Some, like the Nagas, are believed to control water, summoning floods or protecting sacred rivers. Others, like Madame Bai, have venomous abilities, with some myths saying their bite can kill or heal depending on their intent. Many legends also grant them hypnotic powers, allowing them to charm or deceive humans through their gaze or voice. Beyond the Naga and Echidna, other human-animal hybrids share similar traits. The Gorgon sisters, including Medusa, had serpentine hair and a deadly gaze, turning anyone who met their eyes into stone. The Lamia, another figure from Greek mythology, was a cursed woman who became a snake-like being after suffering personal tragedy. These creatures, like the Naga, often exist in a space between human and monster, embodying themes of wisdom, transformation, and danger. Whether seen as divine guardians or fearsome beasts, serpent hybrids continue to captivate and inspire, their dual nature making them some of mythology's most compelling beings. The names Minotaur and Centaur both originate from ancient mythology, describing creatures that are a fusion of human and animal traits. The Minotaur, whose name means bull of Minos or Minos, comes from Greek legend, where it was the monstrous offspring of Queen Pasiphae and a divine bull. The Centaurs, on the other hand, are a race of half-human, half-horse beings, also from Greek mythology, often portrayed as untamed and wild yet possessing great wisdom in certain stories. These two hybrids represent the contrast between unrestrained beastly instincts and the struggle between civilization and savagery. Physically, the Minotaur is depicted as having the head of a bull with the muscular body of a man. Its human torso extends from a broad, powerful chest, but instead of a human head, it has large, curved horns, a bovine snout, and deep-set animalistic eyes. Some versions depict it with fur-covered limbs, cloven hooves, or even a tail, reinforcing its beastly nature. In contrast, centaurs seamlessly merge the upper body of a human, complete with a head, arms, and torso, onto the body of a horse, where the human waist connects to the equine neck. This fusion allows them to retain human expressions, speech, and dexterity, while possessing the speed and stamina of a horse. Some centaurs are described with long, flowing hair that blends into their horse manes, further linking their dual natures. Other hybrid creatures share similar features, often blending human and animal forms in symbolic ways. Nandi, from Hindu mythology, is a divine bull associated with the god Shiva, depicted with immense strength and devotion. The Apis bull of Egyptian mythology was sacred to the god Ptah and bore specific divine markings, revered as a powerful intermediary between gods and mortals. What makes these hybrids unique is the extraordinary abilities that come from their mixed forms. The Minotaur, for instance, possesses unmatched physical strength and endurance, often depicted as nearly invulnerable, surviving deep within the labyrinth. Centaur, on the other hand, have the speed and agility of a horse combined with human intelligence, making them powerful warriors or wise scholars, depending on the legend. Unlike humans, they can traverse vast distances without rest, and in some stories, they are skilled archers and philosophers, bridging the gap between wild instinct and refined knowledge. If you are wondering why a centaur is called a centaur when tor means toros, the word centaur or centauros in Greek actually has uncertain origins and does not derive from the Greek word for bull or tauros. Instead, one common theory suggests that centauros may be a combination of ken, possibly meaning pierce or kill, and tauros, bull, implying bull slayer. This could be linked to an ancient warrior tribe known for hunting bulls or herding cattle. There you have it. If you enjoy this type of content, consider subscribing. It's free and you can unsubscribe later. Also, if this video reaches 300 likes, I'll make a video covering every half-human hybrid in the world. Merfolks are mythical beings that bridge the worlds of humans and the ocean. The most well-known among them are mermaids, creatures with the upper body of a human and the lower half of a fish. Found in folklore across different cultures, mermaids are often depicted as either enchanting beauties or ominous omens of the sea. Their human halves typically have the torso, arms, and head of a person, while their lower halves transform into a sleek, powerful fishtail, complete with shimmering scales and elegant fins. The color and texture of their tails vary depending on the legend, from silvery and delicate in European folklore to vibrant blues and greens in more tropical myths. Some versions even grant them webbed fingers, allowing them to move effortlessly through the water. While mermaids dominate popular imagination, they are not the only half-human, half-underwater beings. The Greek Sirens, often confused with mermaids, were once described as part woman, part bird, but later became fish-like creatures that lured sailors to their doom. The Ningyu of Japanese legend is another example, a mermaid-like creature with a more grotesque appearance, featuring fish-like jaws and golden scales. Meanwhile, Slavic mythology speaks of the Rusalki, water nymphs that resemble mermaids but are often linked to spirits of drowned women, haunting lakes and rivers. Mermaids' unique physiology sets them apart from humans in ways beyond just appearance. Their lungs and gills allow them to survive both underwater and on land, though some myths claim they must return to the sea periodically or risk suffocating. Their eyes are often adapted to see in the deep ocean, with some tales describing them as luminous or reflective. The transition from their human upper body to their fish-like tail is seamless, often marked by an iridescent sheen or a belt of pearls and shells. Some mermaids are said to have sharp teeth, a nod to their predatory nature in certain myths, while others are known for their hypnotic voices, capable of mesmerizing anyone who listens. Beyond their physical traits, mermaids possess abilities that surpass human limitations. Their siren-like songs can either heal or harm, with some legends claiming their voices can soothe storms or control sea creatures. Others have the power to predict the future, warning sailors of impending doom. Unlike humans, they can communicate with marine life, forming deep connections with dolphins, whales, and even monstrous sea serpents. Some myths even suggest they can shift between their human and aquatic forms at will, appearing as ordinary people on land but revealing their true nature when near water. This blend of human intelligence and aquatic prowess makes mermaids one of the most captivating mythical hybrids in folklore. Half-human, half-bird creatures are common in mythologies around the world. There are plenty of them, from the popular sirens of Greek mythology to the lesser-known Tengu of Japanese folklore. The sirens, often mistaken for mermaids, were originally depicted as bird-like women with feathered bodies and human faces, luring sailors to their doom with enchanting songs. Meanwhile, Tengu are supernatural beings that resemble humans with bird-like features, such as beaks or wings, and are often portrayed as wise but mischievous spirits. But among these avian hybrids, Harpies stand out as a perfect example of a true half-human, half-bird creature. Unlike others that often have only a human head atop an avian body, Harpies are more balanced in their hybrid nature, possessing both human and bird-like traits in an unmistakable fusion. In most depictions, Harpies have a human torso with the lower half of a bird, complete with powerful talons instead of feet. Their arms are often replaced by large wings, allowing them to soar through the skies with ease. However, some interpretations show them with fully formed human arms and large wings sprouting from their backs, much like an angel. Their human faces are typically framed by long, wild hair, and their expressions range from fierce and menacing to eerily beautiful. In some myths, their features are twisted and monstrous, resembling vultures or crows, while in others, they retain the delicate beauty of a human woman with piercing, bird-like eyes. Their bodies are often lean and built for speed, with strong muscles adapted for both aerial agility and deadly precision in flight. This fusion of human and bird traits grants Harpies unique abilities beyond human capability. Their wings allow them to travel great distances effortlessly, making them swift and elusive. Unlike humans, they are not bound by land and can hunt, escape, or ambush from the sky. Their talons, sharp and powerful, give them the ability to snatch prey, sometimes even humans, with ease. Some myths describe them as having an unrelenting grip, making it impossible for their victims to escape once captured. Additionally, Harpies are often associated with supernatural speed and an uncanny ability to sense changes in the wind, allowing them to navigate storms and evade danger with precision. Some versions of the myth even grant them an ear-piercing screech that can disorient or even deafen those who hear it. While Harpies are often portrayed as fearsome creatures, stealing food and carrying people away, they also represent the power of nature itself. Untamed, unpredictable, and relentless. They are seen as symbols of divine punishment in Greek mythology, often sent by the gods to torment wrongdoers. Some of the most fascinating creatures in mythology are those that blur the line between human and animal. These beings, often called beastfolk, are hybrids that combine the intelligence and form of a person with the instincts and physical traits of a beast. Unlike shapeshifters, who can fully transform between forms, beastfolk exist in a permanent in-between state, neither fully human nor fully animal. Their stories appear in myths worldwide, often portraying them as guardians, tricksters, or even divine beings. Beastfolk take on a wide range of appearances depending on the culture that describes them. Some have the upper body of a human with animal legs, tails, or ears, while others resemble humanoid animals walking on two legs. Their features can be subtle, like a person with a fox's ears and eyes, or extreme, such as a wolf-headed warrior with claws and fur. In some legends, their animal traits are fluid, shifting between forms depending on their emotions or surroundings. For example, the Japanese kitsune, fox spirits, often appear as humans but reveal their multiple tails when excited or using magic. Similar hybrids exist in myths across the world. In Greek mythology, satyrs have the upper body of a man but the legs, tail, and sometimes the horns of a goat, known for their wild and mischievous nature. In South American folklore, the lobizin is a wolf-like hybrid feared as a cursed being, while the Filipino tikbalang is a humanoid with the head and limbs of a horse, believed to lead travelers astray. The unique abilities of beastfolk set them apart from both humans and animals. Many have heightened senses, such as night vision, enhanced hearing, or an acute sense of smell, making them excellent hunters or trackers. Some beastfolk are known for their immense strength and endurance, far surpassing that of ordinary humans. These traits often define their roles in mythology, whether as tricksters, protectors, or fearsome warriors who bridge the gap between civilization and the wild. Imagine a world where the essence of fire and the spirit of humanity intertwine. In Slavic mythology, the offspring of dragons and humans are called Dragonkin. These individuals are described as having exceptional strength, intelligence, and sometimes even magical abilities. Their appearance varies depending on the tale, but most are depicted as having human forms with distinct draconic traits. Some bear scales along their arms and backs, while others have slitted eyes, clawed fingers, or even small horns protruding from their foreheads. In some legends, their skin is unnaturally tough, resistant to blades and fire, reflecting their dragon heritage. Though they are mostly human in build, they often possess an intimidating aura, their very presence hinting at the untamed power within them. Their hybrid nature is most evident in their physical structure. While they retain the general shape of a human, their dragon traits manifest in specific ways. Their hands may be tipped with retractable talons, allowing them to switch between human dexterity and beastly ferocity. Their lungs are often adapted to withstand smoke and heat, enabling them to breathe in environments no normal human could endure. Some are even said to have vestigial wings or tails, though these are not always functional. Their eyes, sharp and piercing, resemble those of a predator, capable of seeing in darkness or detecting movement with uncanny precision. Similar human-dragon hybrids appear in other mythologies, such as the Zmu of Romanian folklore. The Zmu is often portrayed as a humanoid dragon, possessing great strength and intelligence, sometimes even the ability to shapeshift into a fully human form. Dragonkin, like the Zmu, inherit extraordinary abilities from their draconic ancestors. Many possess immense physical strength, far beyond that of an ordinary person. Some are gifted with fire breathing, while others have heightened senses, allowing them to track prey or sense danger from great distances. Unlike regular humans, they can often communicate with dragons or harness elemental magic, making them both revered and feared figures in legend. Nature has always been a source of mystery, and in mythology it often takes on a life of its own. One of the most well-known mythical hybrids blending humans with the natural world is the nymph. Found in Greek mythology, nymphs are nature spirits tied to specific elements of the earth: forests, rivers, mountains, and even the wind. Unlike mermaids or centaurs, their hybrid nature is more spiritual than physical. They appear mostly human but are deeply connected to their environment, often embodying its beauty and power. Many are described as young, ethereal women with features that reflect their domain. Dryads, forest nymphs, might have bark-like skin or leaves woven into their hair, while naiads, water nymphs, shimmer like the rivers they inhabit. Though they are primarily human in form, nymphs are subtly marked by their elemental nature. A dryad's skin might feel like smooth wood, and her hair could resemble vines or flowers that change with the seasons. Naiads may have water-like veins, their skin cool to the touch and slightly translucent in the moonlight. Some myths even describe them as having faintly glowing eyes, reflecting the light of the sun through the trees or the glistening of waves. Unlike other hybrids, nymphs do not have animal traits. Their connection to nature is more about essence than anatomy. However, their physical forms are often ageless, and they are deeply tied to the health of their environment. If their home is destroyed, they may wither or vanish entirely. This category of hybrid beings is vast and doesn't fit neatly into common mythological classifications like Therianthropes, human-animal hybrids, or taurs, centaur-like beings. Instead, nymphs belong to the broader group of human-nature hybrids, similar to fairies, another example of beings that blend human traits with supernatural elements of the natural world. Fairies, like nymphs, are often tied to specific landscapes, appearing as humanoid figures with wings, glowing skin, or floral features. Other nature-bound hybrids include the hamadryads, who are so deeply connected to their trees that they die if the tree is cut down, and the oreads, mountain nymphs who blend seamlessly into rocky terrain. What makes nymphs truly unique is their bond with the natural world, granting them abilities beyond human reach. A dryad can merge with trees, moving between them like a whisper in the wind, while a naiad might control water, guiding rivers or causing springs to bubble up from the earth. Some nymphs are known for their enchanting voices, able to lure travelers deeper into the wild, not out of malice but simply because nature itself is untamed. Unlike humans, they do not age or experience time in the same way, existing in harmony with their surroundings rather than being separate from them. Their power isn't just about control, it's about being one with the world in a way no human ever could. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to witness a fusion of human intellect and animal instinct? We explore the realm of Therianthropic gods, divine figures who embody the balanced union of human qualities with the raw power of the animal kingdom. Therianthropic gods are depicted with a striking blend of human and animal features. Typically, they possess the thoughtful eyes, expressive faces, and upright posture of humans, seamlessly integrated with distinctive animal traits. For instance, a deity might exhibit a human torso paired with the head of a jackal or the wings of a falcon. These animal components, such as fur, claws, or feathers, are not randomly added but are carefully positioned to enhance their form, symbolizing both their terrestrial wisdom and their connection to the wild. This unique archetype appears across different cultures. In Egyptian mythology, gods like Anubis and Horus are renowned for their hybrid appearances. Anubis is often portrayed with a jackal's head, while Horus appears with the head of a falcon. Similarly, Hindu mythology presents Narasimha, an avatar of Vishnu who is depicted as half man and half lion, perfectly illustrating the blend of rationality and primal strength. These examples, among others, showcase a shared motif across mythologies: the embodiment of human qualities enhanced by animal attributes. The abilities of Therianthropic gods are as distinctive as their appearances. Their animal parts grant them heightened senses, remarkable agility, and physical prowess far beyond human capability. Moreover, these deities often exhibit a deep spiritual insight, allowing them to bridge the realms of nature and the divine. Whether through an instinctive connection with wildlife or the power to influence natural phenomena, their dual nature bestows them with skills and perceptions that ordinary humans do not possess, highlighting the intriguing balance between intellect and instinct found in these ancient mythic figures. And for the number one spot, I have to give it to the most iconic and inspiring hybrids, the legendary Werebeasts. Werebeasts are mythical hybrids that exist between the worlds of humans and animals, often transforming under specific conditions. The most famous example is the werewolf, a human who takes on the form of a wolf, usually during a full moon. These creatures appear in countless legends, often described as larger and more powerful than natural wolves, with glowing eyes, sharp claws, and thick fur covering their bodies. However, unlike ordinary animals, werewolves retain traces of their human features, such as an upright stance, expressive faces, and an unsettling intelligence in their gaze. Some versions of the myth describe partial transformations, where a werewolf might have a human torso but lupin limbs, or a beastly head atop an otherwise humanoid frame. The concept of werebeasts is not limited to wolves. Many cultures have their own versions of shape-shifting hybrids, including werebears from Norse and Slavic folklore, who are known for their immense strength, and werejaguars from Mesoamerican mythology, associated with warriors and shamans. In some stories, people transform into tigers, lions, or even crocodiles depending on the region and its dominant predator. Unlike mermaids or centaurs, who exist in a permanent hybrid form, werebeasts shift between their human and animal selves, often involuntarily. The moment of transformation is a defining feature. Descriptions range from smooth, magical shifts to painful, body-warping mutations where bones break and reshape to accommodate the new form. Physically, werebeasts embody both human and animal traits in ways that enhance their survival. Their human intelligence remains intact, allowing them to strategize and problem-solve, while their animalistic features give them heightened senses, superior speed, and raw physical power. A werewolf's fur-covered body provides protection against the elements, while their elongated limbs and clawed hands allow them to move swiftly and fight with deadly precision. Some legends suggest that even in human form, werebeasts retain vestiges of their animal side, keen night vision, an enhanced sense of smell, or an unnatural resistance to injury. Others claim that a person cursed with lycanthropy will always have slightly elongated canines, a subtle reminder of their hidden nature. Unlike ordinary people, they can heal rapidly from wounds, making them difficult to kill. Some myths say silver is their only weakness, as it counters their regenerative abilities. They are often depicted as faster and more agile than any natural predator, capable of running at unnatural speeds or leaping great distances. Many werebeasts also possess an uncontrollable bloodlust when transformed, driven by their animal instincts rather than rational thought. However, some stories suggest that those who master their condition can shift at will, balancing both their human and beastly natures. This duality between civilization and savagery makes werebeasts one of the most compelling hybrids in mythology. For deeper insights into these mythical races, click on the video to your left. And for more captivating mythology content, check out the video to your right. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads.